it's Grace, your home chef. So today I'm going to prepare some lumpias. It's a Filipino appetizer, or you could eat it as a main dish. And the main ingredient would be either ground beef, which I'm using, a pound of it, which is in the pan. I'm going to get that started. But this is the wrappers I'm using. You could pick this up at any Asian market. There's two types. This is my favorite that I like. It's really simple to pull apart once you thaw it out. So when you prepare all the filling, make sure you take the wrappers out of the freezer because they do stick together. But when they thaw out, they're really simple. They just peel apart easily. So this is how you do this. Very, very simple. Just pull this apart like this. Very easy. So the ingredients I'm using is ground beef. Let me turn this on to heat up. Ground beef, a pound. You could add shrimp. You could use almost any meat you want. You could use pork. You could combine pork and beef, ground beef together, and you could also add shrimp. You could get cocktail shrimp, which my mom used, or you could buy fresh shrimp, deveined, and chop that up in small pieces. So with the ground beef, I'm going to add that in the pan and get that started. I used about a tablespoon of olive oil. I didn't have any shrimp. I love adding shrimp to mine. So while that's cooking, you could add, you don't need to cook it 100% because you're going to deep fry it. So I'm going to add about the 6 cloves of garlic chopped. Let's put in the white onions. So let's stir that in. Do salt and pepper to season it. And I'm going to add some granulated garlic powder. That's about a tablespoon. So let's mix that in. So this to me reminds me of when we had parties, we always come together as a family and roll lumpias, and it's similar to tamales. You know, you make a lot and save it for later, freeze it. So that's what I'm doing. Since I'm making it, I'm going to make this for a future party or gathering. So they're pre-rolled. They freeze pretty well for, I'd say, a good I'd say up to maybe 3 to 4 months. When you see that they're frostbitten, then I'd say no to eating them. But you may want to put the date on the freezer bag. So this is almost cooked. So you could add the cabbage. I put a half a head of cabbage and I chopped that finely. And that's gonna once it cooks, it just kind of like shrinks down. It looks like a lot, but it really isn't. So this is similar, lumpias are similar to egg rolls that you have in the Chinese restaurant or any Asian restaurant that makes them. Vietnamese, they make an egg roll as well as Thai. You could have this fresh if you want, in fresh rolls. You could use the rice wraps and put almost any ingredient that you want. There are some good recipes out there that call for cold lumpias or cold wraps. Okay, so the cabbage is wilted down. I'm going to add the mixed vegetables. Salt and pepper. Let this sweat down. And like I mentioned, you don't have to cook this all the way because you're going to fry the lumpias. But since I'm making a batch to freeze, I'll make a few to fry. That way you can see how it's done. So it's really a simple dish. It's like little burritos. You could actually serve this as a meal. So if you want something quick and easy, you could use, I even thought about considering adding something if someone liked lamb or pork or using a different type of meat. You could actually try it, if you want. So I'm going to add the green onions. Chopped up about 4 green onions. As far as soy sauce, I'm going to add a little soy sauce to here. Just kind of maybe a tablespoon of it, or a little more than a tablespoon. Just put it around, let that cook, mix that in. So to add really nice flavor. It's pretty much done. As you can see, the mixed vegetables are pretty much pre-cooked. The cabbage wilted down pretty quick. So there's not a lot of juice in the pan, but typically if there is juice in the pan, I would put this through a strainer or a colander and put it on a plate. So I could do that, and I'll show you how to wrap the lumpia. So we'll do that right now. I'm going to put it in a colander so you see the process. Put this on a plate so it takes the drippings. So after it's done, place it in the colander so that way the juices will just drip down and it doesn't make the wrapper or the lumpia wrapper break apart. So you put too much moisture, it just will break apart and it isn't a good thing. You'll have vegetables and all the filling swimming in the oil. But this is pretty good. It pretty much absorbed all the moisture, all the juices. What's time consuming is the wrapping. So if you have a BFF call them over, teach them how to do it, and you can make up to 100 lumpias if you want. Because each packet, I think, has, I want to say, almost 50, 58. But let's put that aside. So here's the mixture. So the way I do it is I make sure the lumpia wrappers are pre-peeled. In a bowl, small bowl, you want to mix in egg white, and I added just a little bit of water. See that? And what that's going to do is going to make the ends, once I roll it, I'm going to put some egg wash at the end, so that way it kind of glues the end to the egg roll. So some people ask, they put too much filling. You don't really want to put that much filling in. You want to spread it out. So what I would do is I'd add maybe a spoon and a half. And I add everything almost towards center. Yeah, it's very simple. So it's like you're taking this and you want to take each side like so, and then make sure you kind of squeeze the lumpia wrapper. See how it's sometimes splits, but it's okay. Keep rolling. And take the egg wash, put it at the end, wet that. Make sure you really tighten that end up. And there you go. There goes one. So I usually put it on a baking sheet, and I'll line them up. If my family has a party, we'll like volunteer and make, you know, about 100. That's about enough to feed the family. So, and to even have some leftovers. So I'm gonna wrap a few, so that way I fry them in front of you. So this is gonna be a live taping. Another one. I'll have Donna help me with the rest. Sure, she'll volunteer her services. She's really good about helping. When I have like a family gathering somewhere, you always have to have these lumpias. Turn this on. Pan with oil. So I'm going to heat that up. do one more. See, there you go. So I think that's all I'm going to make for now, and we'll get back to this and rolling the rest later. Okay, so I think the oil might be hot enough. We'll try one and see. Yeah, about right. Oh, this one fell apart. Do this one. So there's two. And make sure when you place it in the pan, you put it on the end that you egg washed. So I'm using vegetable oil. You could use vegetable oil, you could use canola oil. So this doesn't take very long to cook. So on medium heat, you want to make sure you deep fry it. I have the oil about halfway on each side, so, and if you notice, they're already starting to turn golden brown. So you want to make sure you turn those around, lower that temperature. I have an induction cooktop, so everything cooks really fast. So you really want it this color. See, these have already cooked really fast, but they're still going to be really good. So let me get a serving plate. There you go. You can place these on a paper towel, but I'm just going to let the oil drain and just place those on the plate. So see how fast it cooked? That one. While that's cooking, I'm going to do the sauce, which is quite simple. There's two different sauces that my mom makes. One's with soy sauce. I use the pretty light, the green bottle that you could buy, the Kikkoman. So I chopped up and saved a little pinch of maybe half a teaspoon of garlic. And I add soy sauce. And some apple cider vinegar. Just a little teaspoon of that. Little salt and pepper to taste. Because once you put that lumpia in there, It just tastes really good. A lot of people love the mixture of soy and vinegar. And you can also use this Kikkoman dipping sauce. This is one of my favorites. I know it's high in sodium. Anything that has to do with soy sauce is high in sodium. But this is the Kikkoman sauce, which is a dipping sauce, and it's a sweet and sour. So you could use that as well. So I think we're done here. Our last one's cooked. So here's the mixture of soy, and here's the mixture of the sweet and sour sauce, and that's what they usually serve in Chinese restaurants or Japanese restaurants. But I always have this technique. Let me try one. So this is a technique I have. I'm sure a lot of Filipinos out there, which I'm sure they'll watch this video, a lot of my relatives. So I take a little spoon and I cut a little hole in the lumpia. And then you put that mixture of vinegar and soy sauce, a little bit of garlic, just kind of distribute it evenly on each side, and then let's try this. It's pretty hot, but I'm going to try it anyways. Delicious. And you could also add the other sauce, which is really good. And here you go. Filipino lumpias. Mabuhay. Thank you.